Hello, and welcome to Let's Make a Top-Down Shooter. This video is about adding sense sight to the AI controller and using that to follow the player, or its last recorded location. So to start, we need to go into the AI controller. We're going to add a new component, AI perception. Effectively, the AI perception is what the AI controller needs. The AI perception stimuli source is what is on actors that the perception perceives. Just leave that as a default name. In the senses config, we want to add the relevant senses. So we're going to start with just AI sight. In here, we have the sight radius and lose sight radius. Basically, it will begin seeing something if it's within its peripheral vision and 3000. And then if it's still within its peripheral vision and gets to 3500, then it will lose sight. If it goes out of its peripheral vision, which here is 90, it will lose sight as well. This here is peripheral vision half angle degrees. So being that it's half angle, that means at the default of 90, that's 180 degrees. Effectively, that means anything that is in front of the enemy character will be seen by the AI. I can leave it as it is for now. Some people like to take the point of view backwards offset, move the start of the cone backwards, and set the clipping radius effectively to the same value, so it still starts at the target. We're going to leave it this way for now. So to add the perception event, we can either right click here, go to add event for AI perception, open it up here, and we have those four. Or you can right click up here, add event, and you'll have those plus component stuff we don't care about. We want on target perception updated. For now, we're just going to print, throw this into an append. I want the actor, and I want to break this and use successfully sensed. So if you do all this and then you go and hit play, actually, let me slow this down first. All right, the enemy character, I'm just going to halve the walk speed. There we go, so we're in front, it's not seeing us. So if that happens, there's two main reasons. First of all, in AI perception, the detection by affiliation, we want to make sure all these are checked. And now it saw it, and now it no longer sees it. The other reason why it might happen, though, is in the character. The character classes do this by default, but for anything that's not a character class, or if you just want to make sure, or add other stimuli sources, you add the stimuli source component. And then over here, you want to auto register as source and add the relevant senses. So this is already happening, but leaving that in doesn't cause any other problem. Okay, so now that we've confirmed that work, I'm going to add two functions. I want handle senses. This is going to be called directly from here. So move all this. Call handle senses. We want to send along both the actor and the stimulus. So this is a AI stimulus structure. This is just an actor object. So in our handle senses, we're going to add two variables. First is the actor, and then AI stimulus. We'll call this an actor and stimulus. And now I'll just right click, duplicate this one, call this handle sight, And in handle senses, what we're doing is first we're going to get sense class for the stimulus. For whatever reason, it's not included in the structure directly, so you need to use this function. Want to check to make sure that it is AI sense, and we're using site. So as long as it is equal to site, we're just going to call our handle site. We're going to call getActor to get at the bottom the variable sent to the function, and similarly getStim for stimulus. In the handle site function, first I want to make sure that this is a third person character. If it is, then we're going to use a branch. Based on the successfully sensed, when that is true, oh, I don't want to drag that. When that is true, we want to get the Blackboard. We want to set value as object. For key name, we need to call make literal, and then we just put our name in here. So we target character. And the character we're sending is this value. In the case where we have lost visibility, we're going to call the same, send along the same literal value, but then leave object value as blank. We're then also going to call set value as vector. You'd make a literal name again. This is going to be a target character location. And that is going to be our player get actor location. Now with those values set, make sure it's named correctly, target location, or target character location. We want to go into our Blackboard. And then we'll create a new key for an object. This is target character. The key type we're just going to set here as character. And then we also want a new value, or vector key. This is target character location. Now, when we want to go to the behavior tree from the Blackboard or vice versa, you can go back in here, double click it, but you'll see up here the Blackboard disappeared. That's because you can also just go between the two right here. So we're going to update this a bunch. First, we're going to have a sequence. This is the sequence that we'll call move random. So the difference, or the addition now, is that we need to add a decorator. So a decorator is effectively, in this case, a condition. We click on that, and what we want is the observer, which is this, will abort itself when the value is not set, target character. So anytime the target character is not set, this will be true and it will call move random. When it is set, then that will fail. Since the selector will only stop when one of its children succeeds, it will continue on over to another selector. For this one, we're going to have another sequence. This will have a decorator where the character is set, and it will abort itself otherwise. So first here, we're going to call move to, and where we're moving is the target character. And then we're also just going to throw a rotate to face the entry being target character. Similarly, when this fails, we then want our move to, and this will be the target character location. So you can see it runs right at the player. If you hit the single quote, you can see this debug information. It's going a little crazy over here. That's following the character. When it goes out of sight, it sets it to target last location instead. Now it's moving randomly. Eventually it will see the character again and start following. Go out of view and go back to move random. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video and would like to see more, you know what to do. And if you would like to support this channel, or you just want to download the project files, you can do so through my Patreon linked below.